Hi everyone, Ginette Biro here, helping you make sense of life within the world of spirit so you can connect deeper to your higher self and purpose. Now, I had a really great question, and it was about, the idea was that, does it take away from spirits and their ability to cross over if we keep pulling them to this side, asking them for signs, confirmations, communicating with them, and all of that? Now, I want to say that I have my own opinion of this and my own understanding based on my experiences. So I can only speak from my experience, but I'm happy to share that. And it's really for you to take it or leave it with what resonates for you, because with anything that is shared spiritually, it really has to resonate. Information will resonate or it won't. So this may resonate with you and it may not, but either way, honor your flow and honor what it is for you. So there are many cultures that do say we do not talk to the spirit after, we do not connect with the spirit. My experience has been that you can check in on a spirit. I have seen many spirits cross, and there is a time when while they are crossing, they aren't really reachable. They're kind of like in the process of it. Now, the process timing for one spirit can be that fast. That's it, crossed, done. I've seen that. And I've spoken to spirits who have crossed that fast. Other spirits, for whatever reason, not even negative, sometimes their crossing takes a little bit longer. It could take a day in our time. It could take 2 or 3 days. Sometimes they may also just kind of get stuck in that hallway between 3D life and 4D spirit life. It's just a matter of taking 2 steps to cross over, but they're not quite ready yet. So they may stay there for a long time. The thing is there is no time on their side like there is time here. So to try and quantify it in time is really difficult to do. So I say those to try and give you ideas. Now, here's some concepts as to why it may not be beneficial to talk to spirit. And then I'm going to tell you some ideas as why it is beneficial. So the cases where it's not beneficial is if the spirit has crossed over in a very traumatic incident and they're not ready to leave, they're really resisting the fact that their physical body died, and they're really upset by it. They're very much 3D still. They're in spirit form, but they're very much in the 3D plane. And when we keep pulling at them, we actually hold them here and they can't quite go to the light fully. Now, that's not the case for every traumatic incident. It's actually not the most common case, actually. It's rare that that happens, but it does happen. So that's what I'm speaking to. Most will cross to the light pretty quickly. But in this case, that soul will feel the pain of their family members and their loved ones so much that it will keep them earthbound. And that's kind of when you get earthbound spirits. So in that case, it's better to encourage them with love and support to cross over. It doesn't mean we don't have to talk to them, talk about them. They actually really find comfort when they are still spoken about. It makes them feel like they are remembered, right? They just didn't cease to exist. So it's beneficial to love them, but to be pulling at them here in those specific cases can sometimes hold them back. Now, I've seen in other situations though, people here really suffering the loss of the person, but the soul has crossed over very fast, harmoniously, and they come back through a medium or myself, obviously in sessions, and they'll say, please help my family members to know that I'm okay. Let me bring through a message for them so they know I'm okay. So this soul may have only passed, say, a month ago or 2 months ago, or even sometimes 24 hours ago, but the spirit can come back through and have that conversation and say, listen, this is how I passed. I was aware. I saw this. You were standing over there. This and this happened, but I'm okay now. I'm really okay. And we can send that energy of love back and forth through these 2 dimensions and make a lot of healing happen. So in that case, it's really beneficial for people to still be sending love and talking and all of that to their loved ones. So what I would say with those 2 examples is you can always talk to your loved ones. You can always share how you're feeling, send them love. You can ask for signs, but don't be hanging on to a rope for that sign. Just know that when you ask and you put it out there, they hear you. They really do. And as soon as they can, they will bring through a sign or communication for you, or they will try and get their guides to help do that. There's always a way. But when we just focus on giving them love and sending them love and all of that, it helps their energy a lot in crossing over. Now, that doesn't mean we can't mourn them. We absolutely can. We can miss them. We can mourn them because they will most likely be missing you as well. But there's a lot of ways this whole process can work, but I hope that helps kind of simplify it into sort of two general things. Again, if your intention is love and kindness and support, that's going to amplify their energy to help them return to wholeness really fast if they haven't already done that on their own. Because do remember that when people cross, when people die from earth life, they are surrounded by love. They are surrounded by guides, angels, and family members, whether they can see it or not. Most of the time they do see it, and they are received in that way with lots of support. So nobody dies alone. Nobody is left to flounder on the other side. So I hope that helps. And for everything else, you guys check out the Ginette Biro podcast and also avalonspirit.com.